the craziest case of I'm your rival, not your enemy. The first thing you need to know is that I genuinely believed this kid hated me. Jacob ran long distance for Westridge, and from the first time we lined up together, it was war. Not the quiet, respectful kind of rivalry either. I'm talking full-blown psychological warfare at a high school track meet. We'd be mid-race, lungs on fire, and he'd pull up next to me and say something like, "You breathing heavy already?" And I'd hit back with, "Funny, I don't hear you pulling ahead." This man was talking trash while running a mile. Both of us were. Coaches started putting us in different warm-up areas before races. Staff would physically keep us separated at the start line until the last possible second. Didn't matter. By lap 2, we were always side by side, making direct eye contact like two people who had unfinished business from a past life. Our teammates thought it was a feud. Parents in the stands thought it was personal. One of our coaches pulled me aside before a meet and said, "Can you just focus on the race and not the boy?" I told him I was focused on the race. Jacob just happened to always be in the way of it. Then came the championship. The one that actually counted. Real scouts in the bleachers. We lined up. Gun went off and I took the lead immediately. First lap, I was locked in. Pace felt perfect, and I could hear him right behind me the whole time, which meant he was in my head and he knew it. Second lap, still ahead. He started talking again somewhere around the halfway point. Little comments, little digs, just enough to chip at your focus if you let it. I blocked it out. Third lap, he caught up. Dead even. I could feel him looking at me without even turning my head, and I refused to look back. Fourth lap, last 100 meters. Something shifted, and I found another gear I didn't know I had. I started pulling away. Not by a little either. We were lapping people. The gap was real. I could hear the crowd getting louder, and I thought, this is actually it. Then I heard a pop. It came from my own knee, and it didn't sound like anything good. The ground came up fast, and I hit the track hard enough to feel it in my teeth. I just laid there for a second. Didn't move. When I finally looked up, the entire stadium was completely silent and staring directly at me. I put my head back down. There was nothing to do. Season over. Then somebody grabbed my arm. I figured it was a coach. I looked up. It was Jacob. He had this look on his face like there was no other option, like this was just obviously what you do. He pulled my arm over his shoulder, got me upright, and walked me across the finish line himself. We tied for first, but I was still just trying to process what had actually just happened. I looked at him and said, "Why did you do that?" He shrugged like it was the most obvious thing in the world. "Dude, I'm your rival, not your enemy."